I like to think of January as a threshold. We are looking through the doorway of what could be and choosing what we want instead of just jumping blind willy-nilly without a good plan for something that we actually truly our heart wants. That is what I call the doorway to discernment. So by giving yourself permission to pause in January isn't a stall tactic. It is not being slow. It is not negating the fact that you want to make changes. It is building discernment about what it is that you really want to do, how you want to go about it, how you are going to be able to incorporate these changes that you really want into your daily life in a practical, pragmatic way to do it, so that it's not just the knee-jerk reaction. And by doing this and looking at life in a pragmatic way, it's your ability to then build your capacity to hold these new practices, let go of some old things, and embrace and start to implement new things. Build your capacity. So I do want to be really clear here, because we can't wait until we feel completely safe. I did say that our nervous system needs to feel safe in order to change, but our nervous system can feel safe when it has a plan that we have fully thought through with all of the various obstacles, plan Bs, plan Cs, and the big why and the understanding. Then we can take the small steps instead of jumping off of a cliff. That is what I mean by safety. It's not a mood. It is building a skill by taking small steps. So I like to say you can't eat the princess cake all in one bite. You have to eat the princess cake one bite at a time. That's what I mean by safety. So if you love working with natural rhythms, or you're curious about working with natural rhythms, I work with natural rhythms a lot because it just makes life easier. You get to actually flow with the cycles of nature the way that we were intended to, the way that we used to, until life started happening much, much faster. It is okay to take a pause. It is okay to actually tune in to the natural cycle of life. And that's why the Lunar New Year, which happens in February, about mid-February, is when the classic, way back in the day, when the new year actually started. And it is intentional. It is a time when there's clearing. It is kind of the transition, even though February is still technically winter. It is that time when the breath of fresh air is starting to become anew, and there's intention around the new year coming forth, the seeds starting to sprout and take root, still under the ground, but this is the time. So today we are going to do a modern version of setting these intentions, and we are going to clear the body. We're going to clear the pressure. We're going to come back into breath and be intentional about what it is that we want to just experiment with during this next month, this time between the calendar new year and the lunar new year. So doing it in this way, this gives you an opportunity for an intentional start.